And we are live. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
Hi, everybody. Sorry, a couple minutes late there. You know, new YouTube channels. We were fighting. We fought the battle and we won. I don't know if we won the war, but we definitely we won the battle.
So we are. This is BuilDeFi right now. We're just launching. James, you want to give us a quick rundown of what we're looking at here?
I've got an echo thing going on that I have to fix. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. Well, welcome everybody. If you're tuning into this, we are getting ready to go live with our test net for BuilDeFi. And if you guys have if you're into DeFi, then you're going to be really excited about what we're about to share with you guys today. So,
should we? I feel like we should go ahead and share the link so that people can hop on and kind of follow along with us.
Okay.
You know, why not? Let's get it going.
Definitely, let's do it. It's simple. I think it's BuilDeFi. It's testnet.buildify.win, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the X post as well while you're talking.
So BuilDeFi is spelled, well, you can see it on this stream here, guys, if you're looking, but it's BuilDeFi. So BuilDeFi. But yeah, it's if you go to testnet.buildify.win, I guess we could put it in our Telegram too, and join the Telegram if you guys haven't joined already. We have some really early participants. All these people, with these 56 members in here, getting the skinny. So we have our team on this stream right now. This is the BuilDeFi team at the moment. We have Rich, we have Dude, we have James, we have Smooth, and then.
Sorry if I'm interrupting. I've got a really crazy echo going on. I'm going to exit and then I'll come back.
Okay. And we're working out some kinks, guys. We're literally just. I mean, we've been building this since February, so we are working on working out a few kinks right now just to get everything shareable and stuff. There's a lot of moving parts to all this, but we're really excited to be able to share this with you guys and let you know what we've been up to. We've been building this since February, and we've been working really hard on it. We are builders in DeFi, and so we are building something that not only we want to use, but we are also builders in the Titan X ecosystem, which is a fair launch ecosystem. So all the things that we've learned that we like about fair launch and about DeFi, we are building into an actual token launch pad, which nothing exists out there like this right now. This is brand new. Like all the token launch pads have nothing to do with BuilDeFi. BuilDeFi someone can launch a simple meme coin for sure. No problem. If you guys want to launch a simple meme coin, but also you could launch a fully robust DeFi protocol too. And there's basically maybe not infinite ways to launch it, but there's a lot of options that are going to give you so many options to be able to benefit your community. And we're going to show you guys that too. James is going to get back on here in a second. So I'm going to go to the comments. I'm not sure if we can see the comments on my side. Oh, we do. Sunsprite, what's going on? Weapon Head, what's going on? Titan X Tube. We got Rich, Peter in Crypto. You got a couple notes here. Just want to say hi to everybody. Can I build on a BOT coin yet force the routing? Well, I guess we could answer some questions, and there's not that many questions in the chat right now, but I just want to say hi to everybody. Force the routing. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, but yes, we are going to be able to build on a BOT coin. We can whitelist coins that we want to build on. The most popular coins on chains, plus also BOT coins. Go ahead, dude.
Yeah, I think he's wanting to just verify that he can build a token that's that forces the routing where if they want to participate, ETH has to buy Titanx, and then the Titanx buys this token. And the answer is absolutely yes.
Yes.
You just have to. We can run through that when we're looking at building a token, but you simply would just select Titanx as your pair, your only pair, and then that would exactly be what you're looking for. So, absolutely, that's an option. But if you want to have a hybrid where you're paired with Titanx and Ethereum, that's also an option, or just Ethereum alone. This platform is wide open and is, we're building this to accommodate not just the Titanx community, but all of crypto. So any of these options are available. And if you do select all the features that do follow the Titanx ethos, you will get a special badge that shows that, so that if people are looking to participate in Titanx specific tokens, it'll be very easy for them to find them and participate in those.
I'm muted. What's going on, Utah Keto? Ali, what's going on, guys? Exy, P, thank you, guys. Thanks, Ali. I just woke up, so that's a compliment. Appreciate that. But yeah, have you guys heard what dude just said? Like, literally, you're going to be able to pair with you're going to be able to create an immediate LP web. Like, pair up to 50 tokens if you wanted to. Now, if we want to just go straight build on Titanx, we are making sure that there's going to be a badge for that. And in our advanced search, you can search for just the Titanx pair, and it'll show you all the tokens that are going to be paired with Titanx. Or anything. They can even be paired with AwesomeX. They could be paired with DragonX. We're going to be able to whitelist these tokens as long as they're non-tax tokens at the moment for pairing with everything. But there's going to be there's so many options. It's literally unlimited how you're going to be able to build your own protocol. How you doing, James? You're back. Are you still getting an echo?
Echo is fixed. I'm just getting my tabs arranged so people won't see infinite mirrors and all that. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I how you stage like a YouTube link and you're just ready for it to start, and I couldn't find it. Like I just too many windows open. But so thank you for all of those. Dave, it sounds like you've kicked things off and greeted some people, and there's a couple people that have some questions. So yeah, we want to take you through this. We don't want it to be a marathon session, but we do want to answer all your questions. And one of the most important things is we want you to try out the platform. So we have Sepolia ETH for you. All you have to do is go into the Telegram, into the testing topic, and just drop your wallet there. And then we will send you one Sepolia ETH. If you're not sure how to add the Sepolia ETH network, don't worry, we got you covered. One of our team members has created a video on how to add the Sepolia ETH network on Chainlist. And in the test, he's adding it now, I believe. So you'll be able to do that. I'm just going to do a test share screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
Can't yet.
Oh, there it goes.
So that's the actual platform itself.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Nice. Yeah, it only took us 7 months to get to this point. Lots of dev work, lots of building, lots of architecting, lots of everything making it secure. We're actually in the first audit now. This is a pretty big audit. A platform like this is almost 6,000 lines of code, 22 different moving parts, whether it's contracts, subgraphs, and all these types of things. So we've got two parts to it. We've actually got the white paper that we will be publishing, the link to, so we could kind of skim through the white paper, and then we can actually just get to the important stuff, show you the platform, right? Let you read the white paper on your own, but we'll skim it and answer questions as needed, and then we'll actually go through. We'll create our tokens, and I'm not sure if Pablo is in the testing topic yet, but he will be the one sending out Sepolia ETH, And I need to actually get him some, additional support ETH. So it might be him or myself sending it to you. All right, guys. So we didn't have a rehearsal before this. What do you want to do first?
Yeah, we didn't have a rehearsal before this, guys.
We did not have a rehearsal, in case
you
couldn't tell. In case they couldn't tell.
I mean, I think everyone's mostly interested in what it looks like launching a token. I feel like we just click build your token and kind of go through that. Or maybe we discuss kind of the overview on why are we a fair launch? Like, what makes us different than any other platform? Which there's a ton of differences, but I would say first and foremost, we are a fair launch. That is what's most important. And what does that mean? I would say primarily that there's no insiders, there's no VCs, there's no team tokens. Every token that is launched on this platform is done fairly. And that means there's a mint period. The builder gets to choose that anywhere from 28 minutes to 88 days. The default is 8 days, or I'm sorry, is it 8 hours? I don't know.
8 hours.
I think it's 8 hours.
8 hours. You can change that either way. So during the mint phase, there is a initial price that the builder sets, and anybody and everybody, it's completely public, can get in and mint their own tokens at this set price, the same as everybody else. And so when the token does go live, when the mint period ends, the chart is created, the tokens are tradable, and everybody that got in during that mint phase got in at the exact same price. It was equal. There's no sniper bots beating you to it, nothing like that. And it's actually, we're flipping the table, because if sniper bots do show up on a token launch, you already have your tokens. You can sell into a sniper bot and actually win. So we're flipping the table on that. So
yeah, that's a huge thing, dude. You guys hear we're basically fixing the sniper bot issue for fair launch DeFi. We're giving people a fair launch time period, which is what we're used to here in the community that we're doing. But there's now when you set the price, we're not setting an actual supply. It's still all user generated supply. You're just setting a ratio of how many tokens you want to mint for one ETH, or for one of whatever token we're ratioing against. And so but sniper bots can't get in before you, because there's no bonding curve here. Sniper bots can't come in and get in right before you and then pump the chart and then sell on top of you. If sniper bots want to get in, or if whales want to get in, they got to get in with everybody else. But all the community will already have their supply before the LP is even created, which is why we are preventing sniper bots from wrecking the community. That's just one thing that way we're different. The other way we're different is the bonded liquidity. We know about bonded liquidity here, but we're allowing people to pair with tokens, other tokens. You can pair with your favorite token on ETH. Now, if your favorite token is TitanX, you can pair only with TitanX. Now it's a build on TitanX protocol. But if you want to pair with any of your favorite tokens on ETH, well, not any, but we are going to be manually whitelisting a handful of the most popular tokens on ETH, even like wrapped Bitcoin or
USDC,
USDC, yeah, USDX. I mean, we're going to be able to pair your new protocol with whatever you want.
Yes. And definitely X28 on base. Mm-hmm. We're definitely bullish on the ecosystem. So we will automatically whitelist any of the TitanX ecosystem tokens at launch. And like we said, a lot of the popular tokens. But if you have your own token that you're interested in, we have the ability for you to whitelist that yourself. and get that token listed on our platform and build on top of that. But I feel like we're getting ahead of ourselves there.
Yeah, maybe we are, but there's a
Yeah.
lot to this protocol, and people can, like, other token communities will be able to purchase a whitelist if you want, but we will do there will be ones that we're going to be just whitelisting manually, and that's going to be the Titanx community, along with, we are going to be burning X28 with a portion of every transaction, which is actually also pretty cool. You guys are going to understand that, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to happen in the background.
And to answer your question, Utah, if you keep your LPs solely within the Titanx ecosystem, it'll definitely be a bot token, and you will get that badge for sure. So if you want to pair with Titanx and Blaze and DragonX and Helios, you can do that, and it still would be a build on Titan token. You would still get that badge.
And right now, you guys are seeing this our actual UI. Now, we did just have this fully reset for the test net. We had hundreds and hundreds of tokens launched on there, and now there's not that many. We're but basically starting from scratch again on the test net. So there's not a ton of tokens here launched yet, but that's going to change coming soon, because it's very quick and easy to launch your own token.
Yeah, and I invite everybody to get on there and start playing with it. You can launch tokens for free. All you need is gas money. And like James was saying earlier, we have a bunch of Sepolia ETH available. If you don't have any or you don't know how to connect, hop in our Telegram and we can walk you through how to get some ETH. We'll send you some, how to get on the platform and play with it yourself.
You mint your own tokens. You can also participate in other fair launches. So you can see on the screen right now, there's a progress bar on some of these tokens, and then there's not on other tokens. The one that it has a price on, there's no progress bar on that one, is because that one's already been fair launched. That went through the fair launch period, and it is now a live token. Now, you can see on the bottom there, as James scrolls down, there's trades, top holders, and leaderboard. There's a lot of gamified things that we put into this protocol, as, like, for instance, the leaderboard. People and token communities can win buy and burns based on volume. And so there's multiple, and if you see on the right, you can actually see clearly all the tokenomics for each token that was created. So you can either participate in the fair launch of a token, and when you participate in the fair launch, that token will be in your wallet during the fair launch, but it won't be tradable until the fair launch is over. Once the fair launch is over, tokens are completely tradable. They're going to be launched on Uniswap. Now, we are building with Uniswap v4. And if you guys know anything about v4, we chose to kind of build for the future with this protocol. So we're building using v4 hooks, which allows us to do basically smart contracts on LPs. So now we can actually share the LP fees that are generated not only with the token creator, but also with the platform to incentivize these leaderboard pools. So if that makes sense to you guys, that's cool. If it doesn't make sense, please ask any questions. But Uniswap v4, we are building for the future with BuilDeFi. So that's fun.
Should we launch a token?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because we can always go through a 28-minute one. I was just checking. I was just finding something for it. Okay, so because we're at the very early stages here, and this is just Ethereum, so the base pair there'll be some drop down. There may be some other additional drop downs, but the only base pair available right now in testnet will be Ethereum. Then you can add your image. We have done our best to make this a painless process. Some platforms you get on, there's all the sizing and the megapixels and all that. We've tried to make this super, super easy. So there we go. Who wants to name this? So I've chosen a bottle of wine. My favorite wine. I just had this wine over the weekend. So this ticker price or ticker will be MFW. So the name has, of course, there is a maximum length of the name. It's very long. I don't know, 80 characters or something like that. The ticker itself, the maximum is 6 characters. So choose your ticker wisely. Any description in there you want? All right, so now we get down into the section of a couple different options here. So we've been saying launch for free many times. So let's first agree to the terms of service. You do want to read these terms of service, the privacy notice, terms of service, and the fees there at the bottom. Keep in mind we are in testnet, so these are still in review. There may be changes, but they will be finalized well before launch.
Yeah, so just real quick. So the default token launch price is $8. Yeah, like, and the minimum requirement is a photo, name, ticker, go. And everything, like if you're just a general meme token creator, whatever, that's as simple as it has to be, right there. And then the launch for free option, you can go ahead and go into, James.
Yeah, the reason I wasn't going with launch for free at first was earlier in the day here, the devs were still working on something there. So I wanted to show, if you don't choose to launch for free, there's some additional benefits, like you can build that very large LP web. But let's go. Let's do the demo live, so you can see when I click launch for free. Now the price is 0. So the options that you need to choose here, just like Dude said, it may have been Dude or Dave had mentioned, there are some options that are automatic here whenever you
Hey, will you mute Smooth?
Hey, Smooth.
Oh, did Smooth go off mute by mistake?
Mute.
We'll wait for him to mute. Unfortunately, I can't mute him.
That is a great shot, Smooth.
There you go. Nope, no reason. So, he doesn't know he's not muted,
baby.
That's the problem, right?
There is a Theta Gatame. There is a faucet, but I don't think it's a faucet. It's not a faucet for free test ETH. Although if you come into our Telegram and ask us, we'll send you some. We'll send you some Sepolia ETH.
Can I add to that?
It is free that way.
Yep. So there are free faucets, but they're extremely slow. Like there's one on Google that is 0.1 Sepolia ETH every 3 days or something like that. So there are free options, but it just takes forever. It really takes forever.
Takes time.
I'm trying to call Smooth and see if he'll notice that he's not on mute.
There you go.
Okay, the calling worked. Being on 7 different devices. Okay, I think I was. Did I answer that question? Also, did I add kind of supplement to that question?
So
that you
real
can
quick,
get your own...
launching a token can be as just like Dude said. It can be just as simple as just name, ticker, and description, an image, and then what you're going to pair with, and you can literally just launch. You can either pay $8, and there are benefits to paying. There's also benefits to going for free. So if you do this, if you look on the right, go scroll up a little bit, James. So we can see the tokenomics. So this is the tokenomics of a basic, simple meme token without getting into any advanced options. Now you can even add your socials if we scroll down, and it would add your socials to there too. But right underneath, yeah, exactly. But you don't even have to do that. I would probably recommend doing that, but you don't have to. You could just launch your token without that too. It's so simple to launch a token. But if you want to choose advanced options, now this is where everything gets like amazing and infinitely fun, is the advanced options, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. So we're going to keep the launch for free. And as Dave mentioned up here, these tokenomics actually change as you're building your token. /protocol, these numbers up here will change. So let's go down here. So without paying anything, it's an 8-hour. But say that you want to launch for free, and you say, okay, that's fine. I won't change to 8-hour. But what if I did? What if I wanted to change it to like a full day? So you can either remove the slider or you can get in there and put the numbers in manually. So that is a $1 module. Oh, good. That's fixed. Our devs, God bless them. They have fixed that little issue that they had earlier. So now that we've added that $1 module, this is now a $1 token launch. If you didn't change anything else, sorry.
That's not correct. I mean, everything should be free when you have the launch for free option selected.
If you launch for free, you can select any advanced option as well. So we did just, like I said, we just redeployed these contracts, but you could max out all the advanced options, have the token cost $25 and still launch it for free.
The only option that is not available with free is the LP web. That's the only option. Everything else you can do for free.
And an LP web is super cheap anyway. You can pair up to 50 tokens, and it's $2 per additional pair. So if you fully max out 50 LPs, that's only $100. So it's still super reasonable. But that's the only thing that doesn't come for free. Exactly.
And this is exactly why we're in public testnet. There's still a few minor kinks that need fixed,
right.
And we're definitely going to make sure this platform is perfect in every way before we ever do go live. And we're running security audits as we speak. We've done gas optimization checks. The front end, we've kind of pushed to the last step because that's something we can play with while we're doing security audits. So some of this stuff we will absolutely get fixed as we go. And that's the whole point of public testnet. We want you guys to play with it, try to break this so we can find any issues. We will definitely get those fixed. So when we do go live officially, this is going to be perfect.
Absolutely. So now you're in the advanced options here. Now each of these options we've included it because these are things that as builders we want to be able to specify. We don't want it to just say, okay, pump funds they're just going to launch 1 million tokens on every token. Well, we're actually allowing it on mint price right there. You can actually have 1 ETH equal 1 of your tokens, or you can have 1 ETH equal 1 trillion. So anywhere in between 1 token and 1 trillion tokens per ETH, you could choose that initial ratio. Now, there's multiple reasons that a builder might want to choose a different ratio. Maybe you just want 1 million, like 1 ETH would equal 1 million of your tokens, or 1 ETH would equal 1. That's kind of crazy. We're just giving unlimited options here. We don't even really know how you guys are going to be using this platform yet. I mean, what people are going to be pulling out of this is really exciting to see. So the fair launch duration up there is the first one. And anytime you move a slider, it checks the box. And that does cost a small module fee, unless you launch for free. But if you don't launch for free, there are benefits for paying for the token. And we'll get into that. Additionally minted LP tokens, this has a minimum of 8%. So because this is all user generated supply. We're not saying a creator doesn't just get to take 60% of the tokens that are minted. This is like a creator would create a token, and then when the token is created, if the creator wants to participate, the creator buys into the fair launch with everybody else. So this is now there's a lot more to that too about owning a token. You will get once you create a token, you're going to get an NFT in your wallet that represents the revenue stream of that token. And you'll be able to specify a few pieces of that. But so the LP is created with an additionally amount of minted tokens. And right there, you get to choose up to 28%, from 8% to 28% of whatever's minted will be additionally minted and locked in the LP.
Right. So if 100 tokens, the mint period ends and 100 tokens have been minted by users, we are going to mint an additional 8 tokens and use that to create the LP, which then gets locked, never will get pulled by the builder, us as the team. It's forever there.
Yeah, that's a good point, dude. Just so you guys know, basically, anytime an LP, a token is created on this platform, that tokenomics for that token is locked. The LP is locked forever. Once a token is created, it's immutably locked. We can't change it as the platform. The creator of the token can't change it. Nobody can pull the liquidity. Nobody can rug that liquidity. So the platform, we've allowed the platform to be upgradable so we can make upgrades to the actual platform. But every token launched on the platform is 100% locked after launch.
Yep. And then so that's your mint options. You got your mint launch price and the mint duration. And then this next section here are the ETH allocations. This is when people mint tokens, you're minting with ETH. No matter what you're launching on, if you're no matter what, all tokens require ETH to mint. And that this next section is where does that ETH go? If 100 ETH comes in, where does that 100 ETH go? These are the options.
And just so you know, guys, we're launching on multiple chains. So this is ETH talking about ETH. It will be base ETH when we launch on base. It will be Polygon when we launch on Polygon, and Binance on Binance. So, but the base token of that blockchain is what will be the main allocations that are coming through, if that makes sense. So yeah, ETH allocation. So just like dude said, if 100 ETH comes in, now there's a total ETH allocation, and as these sliders get changed, you're going to notice the box on the bottom right turning red, and it's going to turn red or yellow because it's going to tell you. You can see that percentage up top that you're going to need to make that equal 100%. So as you start changing settings on advanced options, that's going to need to equal 100% before the token is going to be available to launch.
Yeah, awesome. So the first option is LP allocation. This is ETH going into the liquidity pool. That's pretty straightforward. What's the next option if you scroll down?
Well, here's the thing. I wanted to get it to where it's the original. So whenever you first come on, it's really actually 97%, right? Because 3% goes to platform leaderboard. But because when you refresh the page, it doesn't completely refresh everything. It doesn't give you a fresh. So it's actually sitting at somewhere. It's sitting at like 11%. So it's fine though.
Well, yeah, that's because you have the free option selected. So there's an 8% allocation to the platform when you select that. That's
right.
As you scroll down, we can kind of go through that. What the next option?
Maybe I remove that.
We can remove that for now. And then the way I kind of like doing it as we've been testing is I kind of like leaving that one for last, like that total LP allocation is. I like to go through and set up all my options on the token that I want it to be built, and then go back and then adjust that total LP allocation to where it hits 100%. That's how I've found it to be easier for me so far.
Yeah, sure.
Gotcha. Yeah, so thank you for even the founders. This platform is it is simple to use. After you just get through it a little bit, it is super simple to use. I just want to show you how you will expect to see it. So this is how you'll actually see it. You'll actually see this at 97% if the do not launch for free. So if you launch for free, then I believe it's going to slide it right down, and then it goes down to 89%. So there you go. Do you want to get into adding additional primary pairs?
Let's not do adding pairs yet, only because we don't have any whitelisted tokens on this new deployment yet, but we will get there. We're going to be doing a lot of streams, guys, and sharing a lot of this with you. So this is really just a quick overview for testnet, so you guys can get in and start playing around with it. But you will be able to add additional pairs there. And anytime you add a pair, it needs a minimum of, I believe it's 1% going to that pair, a minimum of it. So into additional pairs. So right now, let's skip over add pair.
Yeah, I agree.
And let's go into the token builder. Now, some of these have limits. We have limits on tops and bottoms of these. So if as a token builder, you can choose to earn 8% of participation, up to 8% max. But you don't have to. You can do anywhere from 0 to 8%.
And remember, these are not tokens. This is ETH allocations. So again, if 100 ETH came in and you've got 8% selected, you're getting 8 ETH as the builder that's sent to you at launch.
Up to 8.
Up to, correct.
If you choose the 8% option, right? And those tokenomics are going to be clearly outlined in the tokenomics. So you're going to be able to see, oh, look, this one has an 8%, builder allocation. I mean, we feel that up to 8% is reasonable for builder allocations, but builders don't have to do that. And I know a lot of builders want to just benefit only the community. And so sometimes you'll do 0, sometimes you'll do 1 or 2 or 3, but you could do up to 8 max. So there's no, more than 8 just is excessive. So that's why 8 is a cap there of a max.
And a lot of builders would have the mindset, this token, this protocol cost me $15,000 to build, and I got it audited for another $25,000. That's $40,000 out of my pocket on day one with nothing. So that's where a lot of builders it's Genesis, right? It's kind of
now when you say that, you don't mean this platform particularly.
This platform does not. This platform gets rid of all that, but other
and also this didn't cost that much.
BYOB or build your own platform, build your own protocol. It's very expensive to build those protocols and then get them audited.
Yeah, does that make? I'm gonna make a little clarification because it kind of sounded like you said that BuilDeFi cost that much, but BuilDeFi.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my go ahead and clarify.
But launching a DeFi protocol, a simple DeFi protocol, your dev cost could be 25,000, and your audit cost could be another 25,000, and it could take you 8 to 9 months to launch a DeFi protocol with basic, simple staking and this and that and whatever to benefit your community. Now, $25 free. And like 15 minutes. So, yeah, that's the big difference here is you're not going to have to pay $60,000 to launch your own DeFi protocol and wait 8 months and work with devs and auditors. This is a fully audited platform. So every token that's built on this platform is a fully audited token.
Well stated.
Awesome.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's the token builder option. The next option is additional support. This is really wide open. Say you want to support another buy and burn, or you want us to support a charity, whatever you want, you can select this option and put in an address and the percentage, and that will support whatever you're trying to do. And this is where, if you're selecting launch for free, this is the option that gets locked in at 8% for the platform. So this is the one option that gets locked at 8%. If you do not launch for free and you choose to pay for the token, then you're free to select any wallet you want and whatever percentages you want. So that's the caveat for launching for free.
Yep, and I just unselected it, and you can see how that all disappeared down here.
Yep. So now with it unselected, you can choose any wallet you want, and well, once you add a percentage, yeah, there you go, and then you just select.
We'll add in 1%, and then maybe you have a separate marketing wallet or something like that. So I'll just choose a different wallet. 32. Okay, so this is your marketing wallet.
Perfect, and you can even add that in below there to signify, yeah, this is for marketing. so that when people come in to participate, they can see what your intention is with that wallet address.
And you guys, this is something that we've been doing, in the Titan community, which I've really never seen in any other community, is that, AwesomeX, and it gives a lot to the DragonX, vault. And so a lot of the tokens in the Titan community benefit other tokens in different ways. And so we really wanted to give the option for people to, and you can add multiple. So if you choose all the way up to a maximum, again, of 8% of ETH allocations, there's a maximum on the additional support, but that can go to multiple locations if you want. And you can see that it would be able to add an address, and you'd want to give a description on that so people know in the tokenomics, where those allocations are going.
Awesome. And the next one, buy and burn. I think everybody here loves a buy and burn. And with this, it is decentralized. I know we had that question previously. There's lots of controversies on how do you run a buy and burn? How do you manage that? We've eliminated that completely here. You select, do you want to run it slow and low or hot? And once you launch, it is set. There is no adjusting. There is no modifying anything. There's no turning it off. It is what it is. Once you launch, that will run. And we've got estimations on it. Do you want your buy and burn to run for 300 days or as fast as 30 days? And there's ways to increase the buy and burn balance so that it doesn't ever run out. We don't really need to go into that here just now, but this is, again, the ETH from minting that's going to this buy and burn. So you've got it at 20% currently. Again, if 100 ETH came in, 20 ETH of that would go into the buy and burn and run at whatever setting is selected from the beginning. And you see James is lowering his LP allocation to get him back to 100%. So if you were done and you liked it, you could just hit launch now and go. Or like we're interested in more options. So we're going to keep scrolling down and keep playing with more options here.
And that buy and burn, it's a maximum of 69%, right? I think that's what.
That is correct.
Yes, currently. And again, we want to have the disclaimer, this is testnet. None of this is set in stone. We may adjust percentages, and everything will be clearly marked in the white paper when we go live. And again, on the website, when you're looking to participate in tokens, all the tokenomics, every option that's selected, you're going to be able to see right there on the token page, right in your face, so that 100% full transparency on what you're participating in. Yeah, this whole tokenomics section on the right there. Yeah.
And on the right, James, it says ETH allocation 100%. There's a down arrow. If you click that down arrow on the right above, it actually shows you those percentages, which is pretty cool. The allocation.
I didn't know. I'm glad they added that. That's kind of new.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Awesome. So yeah, we want to keep going down, and then so then once you choose the buy and burn that you want, did you mention the buttons, the easy buy and burn buttons?
Well, they'll get to see them after the launch. After it was launched, we didn't mention it yet though.
So if you want to run a buy and burn real hot, if you want to run it slower, you can choose the level that you want that buy and burn to run at, and then it is a user called buy and burn, like Dude said, it's a decentralized buy and burn. And tokens, well, we don't have to get into that. We're talking about launching a token. Sorry, my brain's going fast.
There's a ton, like Dave said, we're going to have to do many streams throughout this next, for the foreseeable future. There's so much going on with this platform. It can easily overwhelm people. And that's, again, why we try to keep it very simple. Like, you don't need to go through any of these. But as you're going through it, there's likely going to be questions. But that's the fun of this whole platform, is the variety of tokens that get launched on here is It's basically infinite. There's so many different possibilities. And we have even more options that we're looking at for phase 2. This is going to be an amazing platform as we even launch from the beginning and as we continue to develop it. There's so many things to do. So
this next one, dude, is an exciting one. In fact, this one's probably one of my favorites. I know it's one of your favorites.
Yes, staking ETH and another platform. That was the whole Helios, concept, was that the token can never die because there's treasuries. So absolutely, that's an option here. The first option that we have is with Aave. Yep, and we will definitely be adding additional platforms as we go. But so whatever percent you got here, we've got 5%. 5% of all the ETH that comes in is going to go into Aave and get staked. And with that, you are now earning ETH yield, real yield from Aave, forever, for the entire life of this token. And then you can allocate that to wherever you want. So currently, the only option is buy and burn because that's the only option we've got selected. But there's additional and to the LP.
And it's just not selected for staking the token yet, but you can actually have that yield go to stakers of the token as well. But we're going to get to that option here in a second. So that'll be available to choose here shortly.
Yeah. So who's running this? Is James running this?
James running.
Yep.
This.
I'm just going to select that for now, and then when we go down further, you guys are doing a great. I think you're keeping it good. One says one thing, one says another. I think the flow is working really well. So I'll just run the board. I'll be the nerd running the film projector.
Yeah. So what he's got selected now, 5%. So think about it again. You got 100 ETH comes in. We've got 5 ETH that's allocated that's going to go get staked in Aave, and that ETH is going to be earning additional ETH, and that yield is going to go into the buy and burn. So now he's got a buy and burn that's never going to run dry. It's always going to be getting ETH from yield in Aave, and it's just forever going to be buying and burning this token, which I think, like Dave's saying, this is my favorite option. I love it so much. You're essentially guaranteeing a token never dies, because no matter what happens within your community, you have ETH outside of that community that's earning yield. And with Aave at first, we've got several other options we're interested in adding as we go, and that'll be easy to upgrade. The platform will be constantly being upgraded. But just remember, your token, when you launch it, is immutable. So the second you launch that token, it is locked in. There's nothing we can do to change it. It is forever with those settings. But as we add additional settings, new tokens can add additional options. And then, And then below that, we've got platform leaderboard pool at 3%. This is not changeable. This is locked on every token. And we can kind of explain what the leaderboard is down the road, but just know that that's feeding the gamification on their platform. That is loads of fun. And then build on token LP. That again, so since we're building on ETH, there is no build on allocation here, so it's at 0. But let's say you select Titan X. That's going to be locked at 5%. And what that means is 5% of all the ETH that comes in is going to be used to add liquidity to that build on token. In this case, if it was Titan X, we would take 5% and add ETH and Titan X and add that liquidity to the existing pool. So every time someone builds on a token, we're increasing the liquidity of the token that's being built on and helping bolster that to support the build on tokens.
Yeah, so anytime as more people build on Titan X with this protocol, that's going to be locking additional LP in Titan X. using ETH, which is awesome.
Yep, and if you build on Blaze,
Yep.
we are gonna, take a percentage of Titanx and Blaze and add to that LP to thicken up that LP. Whatever LPs that you're choosing to build on top of, we will increase the liquidity of that underlying token to help support your token because you're built on top of them. And then as other people build on top of your token, they're going to be increasing the liquidity of your token. So this is something that's just going to constantly be expanding and growing. The liquidity is always going to be growing on this platform.
And yeah, Rich just asked, can you, or so I personally really want the USM on, Ouroboros to get launched. So as soon as Shady launches that, we're going to be, or I'm sorry, Super Shadowy launches that.
You called him Super Shady.
Sorry.
We're gonna that'll come out in post edit. Don't worry.
But yeah, I think the USM is going to be really exciting. I'm really excited about that. I think right now we added Aave only because it's already, it's Aave. I mean, it's the biggest one right now, but I really love what ORX is doing, what Ouroboros is doing, and with Orin and everything happening. There's a universal staking module that's coming, so I imagine we will be able to integrate with that as well. But that needs to get launched before we can integrate it on the platform.
Oh, for sure. I imagine 6 months in, we're going to have a dozen options on there.
Yeah.
This is a very exciting option. We're trying to keep it simple at launch. Everybody knows what Aave is. It's tried and true. It's been around for, ages. So that's why we targeted them first. But 100%, there's going to be several options. And of course, we're eyeballing Ouroboros as well.
And that is the ETH allocation options at the moment. So now everything all the ETH allocations have now been chosen. So now it has to make sure that ETH allocation equals 100%, which James has been doing as we've been building. And you can kind of see now those allocations as you open up that chart right there. So now this finishes the ETH allocation side. Now we go into the next drop down, and that's post mint options. Now this is exciting too, because we are allowing creators to be able to add taxes if they want to the tokens and be able to send those taxes to places. So obviously having a super high tax token there's issues that come with that, as far as, maybe certain trading and things like that. But like Dude said, we are going to be able to adjust these percentages on the platform as we go. So for testnet right now, it's a max of 12%. You don't have to add that. You can add 1%, 2%, 3%, or 1.8%, or whatever you want. And then you can say, where does that allocation go? And there's multiple options for where to send taxes.
Yeah, so again, we could support the buy and burn.
You can also send taxes to Aave. So it's like if you already selected Aave, now you could send taxes to your stake, keep growing that stake, and having that yield keep growing over time on every trade of the token.
So he's got stake in another platform selected, and then maybe we want 100% of that tax to go there, or maybe we want to split it 50-50 with another option. Yep. So select what else we got here.
Maybe we can burn some of the token. Maybe add it to LP.
Let's add to LP.
Yep, I like that too. And you're looking for green. Green is good. Mm-hmm. So that's why it makes it nice and easy. You don't have to worry about math. Forget the math. Just make it green. And if you decide I got too many things here, I don't want to do it, just look for the red. Look for the little red X, and you push that red X, it's gone.
And
push
then you just have to,
it's gone.
You would just have to add your allocation wherever you wanted it, and you'd change it to 100% if you just wanted it. Now, there's something that we haven't chosen yet that's underneath all of this that I really like, and right now it's underneath. Exactly. Stake token for rewards in token. So if you want to have your community be able to stake your token and be able to earn tokens on every trade, earn additional tokens, then you just hit yes. And when you hit yes, now you can go back. If you want to scroll up, now that that's checked, scroll back up a little bit, James. And yield goes to. Now you can select stakers of the token, which is very cool.
Before it's grayed out.
Yeah, it was grayed out. So now that you're allowing your token to be stakeable, now the yield from Aave can actually benefit the stakers of your token, which means your token stakers will never, like, it'll be always dripping to them. So there's multiple things here that are so cool that I really, really love about this. Yeah, so that is the post mint options. So the post mint options is less options than the ETH allocation options, but now we're into the LP fee distribution. So as a platform, we've decided to share the LP fees with not only token creators, but also the platform for the gamification of the leaderboards. So this is where you get to adjust that. So you can choose a portion of the LP fees to either add to the token LP, to go to the builder of the token, or to go to the buy and burn. And yep. So it just gives you some different options.
Yep, and that's up to as little as 0 and up to 20%. So that's kind of open to, again, the builder to decide on what he wants to add as that option.
And we do have the mouse overs pretty much everywhere. So if you're not sure what it is, there's always at least 1 or 2 sentences to give you an idea of, oh, okay, this is what it is. And if you can, of course, you can ask in the Telegram. You can pop open the white paper, do a Control F find, and look for it also. But we're going to have moderators and admins around the clock because we know that DeFi is a 24-hour business. So you ask your questions, and we'll get right back to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, so Rich's comment, are you going to spend all that $20 to launch a token? Yes. We started at 8, and we've made this much more than a simple meme token. We've added several options and made this much more complex and nuanced for a token. And we're up to $22 total to launch a DeFi protocol, fully immutable, decentralized, for $22.
This would cost $20,000 if you got a quality dev. If you got a dev off one of the, there's nothing wrong with Fiverr and these other boards, but if you got a dev off there, it would still cost you $6,000, and you don't even know the quality of that dev.
And you still need to get it audited, and then that's going to cost you even more anyway. And our ethos is that you need multiple audits, but our platform is multiply audited, and so that's where $22 instead of 20, 30, 40K.
Exactly. And once you build your first token, you know how it looks, and then you can decide maybe your second token is like a governance token for something. You already know how this platform works. You can probably run through this in less than 10 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes after you launch a couple of them for practice. Maybe one of your practice tokens really takes off. People love your cute cat. I read that cat memes and cat tokens do the best. I don't know. We'll see.
And now you can see on the right is a fully outlined tokenomics for the token that James just created and or just built. And so now those are all of the tokenomics very clearly outlined. And you can see at the top, fair launch period is 28 minutes. So when this is launched, now it's going to have a countdown timer for 28 minutes before the LP is created. Now, so for instance, say 28 minutes goes by and there's 0 participation. Well, that token won't launch. It has to have a minimum participation of, right now it's 0.1 ETH. And like Dude was saying, those values can change on our platform. But at the moment, it's 0.1 ETH is a minimum participation of a token in order for the LP to actually be created. So once it's launched, now we get to go into the fair launch period, and then you get to mint. And at that point, if someone wants to mint, if you mint 0.1 ETH of your token, it will get launched. So as long as there's
Can we do that?
What's
Let's
that?
do
Yeah,
it. Let's launch.
Yeah, let's launch this token, and then we can kind of go to the token page and talk about actually minting and participating.
And while we're launching this token right now, while it's doing that, there's a point system integrated with this protocol. And just by interacting with the protocol, you're earning points. So by launching a token, you do earn points. And those points can be used for various things on the protocol. So by doing this right now, the user profile, you should have actually earned some points too. So this is nice.
We're just waiting for them to fill out. Yeah. There we are.
Boom. The token has been launched for the fair launch period. Now it says mint now before the fair launch period ends.
Yep, and you can see we got 27 minutes, 12 seconds before this ends. Yep. And again, this is a rapid launch. 28 minutes is, we felt like the absolute minimum to keep it fair, to allow people to find it, get in, and participate. But if you want, an 8-day, that's super simple. You just slide it to 8 days, and now people have 8 days to come in and participate, whatever you want to choose. But obviously we chose the fastest, just so we can get this going and kind of showcase what's happening here.
And the mint section, we've kept the mint section super simple, so you can participate with as much ETH as you want. So if you just want to go in with the minimum, the minimum to launch, as we've mentioned before, is 0.1 ETH. So 0.1 ETH will actually get you 0.7 of these MFW.
And again, that's if you go look in the top right on the tokenomics. The reason why that is because we set, when we launched this token, 1 ETH equals 777,000 tokens. So that's why he's getting, and if you put it in 1 ETH, you see exactly right there, or whatever you're selecting, that's the initial price, and that's what everybody is getting for this 28-minute period. And then once it launches, that's when the chart goes live, and that's when prices are going to start fluctuating.
And that's really the anti-sniper mechanic right there. So snipers can't come in and get a better price than you. Everyone gets the same price during fair launch. So we're just going to do 0.25. We'll just mint that right now.
Yeah, I really do love it. Like, if a sniper does show up, he's going to have tokens in his wallet at launch. If a sniper showed up, he could immediately sell for a profit. And it's that simple. Like, there's no way that you're going to lose against a sniper on this platform.
Not at the initial days, anyways. That's for sure.
I mean, a sniper wouldn't probably even buy during fair launch. A sniper would only buy once the LP's created. So a sniper, am I right on that? Or
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying when the mint period ends and the chart is created and tokens are tradable, they're gonna see the LP went live, and if they bought at that point, they can. But all the people that participated in the mint phase, they already have tokens. Like, they can't acquire tokens faster than anybody that's participated because they already have them during that fair launch mint phase.
Yep.
So you can see there's one holder right now, me.
Yep. And it still hasn't technically created the LP yet. Now, if you go up top, there's a few buttons. There is a share an X button. There's the thumbs up, thumbs down, and a heart button. If you can, now this is where you can spend a few points. So you can spend a couple points to upvote a token or downvote a token. If you heart a token, it will show up on your favorite tokens on your user profile. Edit metadata is going to be for the token owner. Whoever launched that token is going to be able to update the socials, and the description of that token when they want to, because if something changes, they'd like to be able to update that. But only the token owner is going to be able to the token, whoever owns that token at the time. And there's
I'm just trying out the add metadata because that's a fairly new feature that came with.
Yeah, that's a new one. That's super cool.
Yeah. So I just added that. So it took a tiny little bit of gas, and it did it.
And then, there's a few other buttons: whitelist, token boost, buy multiplier. We can get into all that. I know you already clicked add to wallet, which is really nice because now these tokens will be able to actually be shown with the picture in your wallet when you click that button. So, yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? I guess that's the initial quick rundown. Ant is asking, are there plans to make this available for tax tokens? Probably to build on, you mean? And there are plans for that. It's going to be more like phase 2. At the moment, we want to make sure that this is super robust and that we could do that, but that's probably going to be a phase 2.
Yeah, we decided that 98% of tokens out there are not tax tokens, so it didn't make sense to put that feature in phase 1. But that's definitely something we're interested in. So,
yeah. What do you guys think?
I think it's amazing.
I hope the community thinks it's amazing. I hope that you really enjoy it. We haven't shared any. Unfortunately, we didn't share any links for you. So we're going in the testing topic. We've got a little how to add Sepolia test net to your Rabby wallet. We're going to get one created for MetaMask. We had some little issue there with chain list. We're going to put the BuilDeFi, the testnet BuilDeFi.win link there. So you better go there and you'll be able to, try it out, test, launch for free. When you launch for free, you still got to pay a little gas. This is always a tiny little bit of gas. Ask your questions. And we're also going to list, so the white paper, there's a little bit of just internal discussion. When are we ready to share the white paper? The white paper is done, really. We want to make some nice art in there for the white paper because we got our Canva drawings with the square boxes and everything like that. But the main pieces of the white paper is ready and finished, and we will share that link quite soon. I can't give you an exact day on that one, but you probably want to know how this whole thing is put together, because if we try to explain the liquidity engine and injecting LPs, a lot of that stuff goes over my head. And I really need to look at the white paper myself, even.
And if you look at the left-hand side, all the filters on the left, those are going to be filters for filtering out different tokens. There is a CTO option, which we didn't really mention yet, right. But a CTO option is if a token has 0. Now, if you stake in another platform, there's ways that the CTO is never going to trigger because if there's always activity on there. But if there's 0 activity on a token for over 30 days, it's available for a CTO. Then someone else can come in and buy that token with, and change that NFT from the original token owner to a new token owner if there's 0 activity for 30 days. Now, once that happens, sometimes our filters right now need to be filtering a little bit better. So some of these things on the test net are going to be adjusted as filters. And yes, then the advanced search option, this is a great option. This is going to allow you to do any kind of searching for any kind of tokens that you want. And then the how it works section is actually a small light paper. It's not a white paper, but you can tab down. We're going to have videos on each one of these sections, but it does have descriptions at the moment. So you can kind of read through a bit of what this platform is actually doing. And then there's links on the top. There's home, leaderboard, whitelist, and boost. You guys can kind of click on those and check them out and see what you think. There's a lot of and That's going to be who's winning a leaderboard, how much they're winning. And when you win a leaderboard, it's a buy and burn that you're winning. So tokens can actually have multiple buy and burns. If you create a token with a buy and burn and it wins a leaderboard, it's going to create a second buy and burn for that token. So we'll go over those in future streams. And then James, if you want to go up to the user profile, little dude, because now that you launched a token,
I've got some points.
see, look, you just earned points. Now, James actually earned points right now because he launched a token. Now, you could, if you update your profile, it does cost a little bit of points only to update your profile, but you could change your picture. You can add a description and other things. And then on the bottom, it gives you a whole list of everything. Tokens held, tokens built, if you own any CTOs, if there's fees to claim, you can claim the fees. If you've hearted any tokens, it'll show you your favorite tokens. If you staked any tokens, it'll show you what you staked. And so available refunds is another piece. Available refunds is if you've participated in a fair launch period, but it does not get the minimum participation to launch, then you will be able to claim a refund on what you participated in that token. Keto.
And I just boosted my favorite wines. So now you see it at the top of all the pages. Yeah.
Keto Natural seems pretty incredible. Thanks. You can't. Yeah, this was very difficult to code. I mean, we first designed. I mean, we literally sat. We had 4-hour meetings multiple times a week for months just for the actual design before we even took it to devs. And then yeah, we've been deving for a long time. Feels like Utah. This is very cool. Can't wait to test it. I can't wait till you test it too. Any idea how long after launch on ETH before it gets launched on Base? Well, we'd like it to be pretty much not quite simultaneous, but we'd like it to be like pretty much right away.
Yeah, Base is definitely Base and ETH are two primary targets, but we're looking to make this, rapid expansion. Absolutely.
Keto, that's an interesting question. Presumably, if I created a token, then I could develop my own front end to put in front of it. For example, if it included staking, we were thinking for phase 2 to possibly be able to have your own website that would be able to just talk about your token and market your token. There are a few phase 2 options. So what do you think about that, dude?
I'm just saying, this is DeFi. The token is on chain, and you can absolutely build a front end around any token you want. Yeah, if you have the skills, which we know Keto does.
Sure.
But for like most users that don't have those skills, that would be probably somewhat difficult. But you do have your own token page that will forever be on our platform to interact with it in any way. But if you want to develop your own front end, 100%, that's definitely an option for you to do. It's like I said, it's all publicly callable functions. It's all you can view it on Etherscan. You can do all the things you normally would with like any other token.
What's up, Weaponhead? You commented, use a co-founder option for updating stuff with a second wallet address input. That's interesting. Yeah, we could talk about that for phase 2. That's interesting too. Having an assistant. At the moment, we're keeping it simple with a single token owner. But yeah, I think that's a really cool idea. And then Rod Warren, can I connect my token to an external web app so users can earn tokens by utilizing a service? Well, we have an option when you launch your token to stake it in Aave at the moment. We will be adding additional staking platforms there, and then you could send the yield from those platforms to multiple allocations. Maybe that's what you're asking, but maybe not.
Well, no, he's wanting to link his token that he launched to an external platform, which again, this is all on chain. These are ERC20 tokens, token standards. You can absolutely, if you're trying to get it listed on a lending platform, you for sure 100% could get that done. it's again just it'd be the same as if any other token.
And Keto, this is you asked, can this platform create OFT tokens yet? And at the moment, no, because we are going to be launching this natively on multiple chains. So we're going to be launching this natively on all the EVM chains that will support Uniswap v4 hooks. But we chose not to do an OFT option yet because instead of it going between chains, we're just getting, you can go natively onto each chain, but it'll be kind of encapsulated in that chain at the moment, if that makes sense. Thanks, Allie. Sorry, just joined. Will any of this burn TitanX, DX, or ORX? VoltGom. What's going on, VoltGom? Well, we're launching the public test net right now. So if you want to get in and mess around and play with this, get in the Telegram. We can give you some Sepolia ETH, and you can start launching some testnet tokens. But yes, this platform is burning X28 in the background. We've chosen to burn X28. So any chain that we launch on that X28 is on, there will be a portion of everything that all the trading fees and everything that will burn X28.
And that's whether you're building on X28 or not, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's a small portion of every token LP will be burning X28. So even if you build on Pepe, a small portion of those LP fees will still be routed to buying and burning X28 in the background. And this is something that just automatically happens. People don't need to know what X28 is or what it does. It's just part of the process. But we do absolutely, I know there's a lot of people questioning, well, what about people building hybrids or non-TitanX tokens? That's totally fine. We are happy to support anybody and everybody. TitanX is a small community. There's a massive DeFi community out there. And so this is to cater to everybody. So whether you're in TitanX or not, it does not matter. You'll be able to build on your favorite tokens. If it's not listed, we have options for you to pay to add that to the whitelist so that you can build on that. We really want to support not just TitanX community, but all communities and show all communities the power of bonded liquidity. But like we said, whether you're building on TitanX or not, we will be burning a small portion of X28 regardless of what your LP is with. So absolutely.
Yeah, that's also really exciting, guys. If you really wrap your head around what dude just said, like he mentioned Pepe, like literally these largest token communities out there, we will be able to offer to build on those tokens. So the community will be able to build on Pepe, the Pepe community, and any trade that happens with those tokens, a portion of that will burn X28 in the background. They don't even have to know about it. I mean, so this has a potential of scaling really big. The marketing behind this, now we can go into the Doge community. We can go into other communities like Chuck, we got Chuck Boy in our community, but like build on Chuck, build on these other tokens that people have already established a full community. And so their community members can now go in there and if the token's not, like I said, if the token's not whitelisted yet, it can be whitelisted for a small fee. And so it will be able to be built upon. And we have an affiliate program here, guys. That affiliate program earns 25% of the whitelisting fee, plus gives the person whitelisting a 10% discount. So we're adding some cool marketing elements into this to where we can get the word spread to a lot of people and really just make a very usable platform for so that so many people are going to want to use, because they're going to want to pair their token with their favorite token. I think once this really SHIB, exactly, Volt, absolutely, it's going to be fun. Plus, I mean, think about this, like a wrapped Bitcoin, like pairing your new token with wrapped Bitcoin. There can be cool things for that. So, I mean, guys, there's a lot that you can do with this platform. Like, we are building this because we're all builders and we want to launch tokens on here. Like, we're building this for us to launch on here too.
We've already done the 5-digit spending, the multiple protocols. All of us have done multiple protocols, and it's $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in total. It's and that's a big barrier to entry. And there's so many people that have come to all of us in DMs, and for Dave, for the dude, to me, I'd like to launch a token. Can I partner with you? Because I maybe I don't know the right dev to go to. Maybe I don't have $30,000. Well, this happened. This question came so many times. Build on Baby Dragon X. Build on Scale. Build on Helios. Now you can do it. Not Scale, but the tax token. But you can build on any of the Titan-X non-tax tokens on day one, whenever we launch fully.
Yeah, and support them additionally. If you love Helios and you want to support it, you can launch a token on Helios. Your LP is with Helios, and then you can have additional support that's sending ETH to the Helios treasury or the Helios buy and burn. And so you're supporting it in multiple ways. And will we be adding all Titan-X and derivative tokens? Yes. That's
all
our gift to the Titan-X ecosystem. For free, we are absolutely going to whitelist all the tokens in the Titan-X ecosystem for free at launch, so that, we're absolutely supporting all of them. And from the get-go, you'll be able to build on any of these tokens from the beginning. So that includes Blaze, Dragon X, all of them.
And so there is a whitelisting fee for other tokens, but for the Titan-X community, we are going to be doing all of those with no cost. And Ali's asking about, and one before we get to Ali's question real quick, OFT tokens, we will be able to use them to pair with, but the platform's not going to be able to create OFT tokens at the moment.
Right. So X28 on base, Inferno on base. Absolutely. You can build on Inferno on base. No problem.
And exactly. So cool.
Can you go to the homepage real quick? There's a token about to go from Spotlight to Live.
Okay. Cool. Am I in the right place? Am I where you want to be?
And Ali, which one are you talking about? Oh yeah, my favorite wine.
Or Smoke Rings is about to go.
Smoke Rings, let's check it out.
Oh, Smoke Rings! So we finally have enough tokens that we can have the scrolling. Like before, we had everything all wiped and everything was just static there. So that's why we needed more tokens to be launched to show you that. And when you mouse over it, it stops. I'm not touching anything. All I do is just mouse over it, and it starts back up. Oh,
and
what's
so
Flare?
The affiliate program, real quick. Ali asked about a little bit more about the affiliate program.
Sure.
So there is a fee. So if you look on the bottom, the total price to whitelist a token, just to bring a random non-Titan-X token in here, like Pepe or something, which we might automatically manually whitelist Pepe. But if it's a smaller token community, it's $499 at the moment. Now, those prices, we will talk a little bit about those. They can change. But 25% of the fee will, like, if they use your affiliate code to whitelist, 25% of that will go to the person with the affiliate code. So you can become an affiliate, you will get a code, and then if someone uses your code, you get 25% of the fee, and they get an extra 10% off.
And
so
that costs, sorry to cut you off. That costs nothing for you. You just click the Become an Affiliate button. You're connected to, this is linked to whatever wallet you're connected to. And you just click the button and it'll spit out a code for you, and then you just share that wherever you go. And once they paste that link in, that's all it is. It costs you nothing to do to become an affiliate. Just wanted to clarify that.
And Volgom launch date. We are launching the test net now. Well, we are in audit, so we are in our first security audit at the moment. And because this is a large code base, like a really large code base, our audits are going to take a bit of time. And so we are in our first audit. We did not want to even reveal this to anybody until we got into our first audit. So now we're in the first audit, and that's why testnet's going to start now. But after that first audit, we're going to go through that process, and we already have our second auditors know who we're going to go with. And so we're doing the first one. After we fix those any issues and we get into our second audit, then we're going to be able to establish our actual launch date. But we're going to be able to be in testnet for a bit, so we can really just make sure that you guys get to test it out, really launch a ton of tokens in testnet, and really get the idea of how you want to utilize this once it goes live.
What is the hook for other communities? We want to share the magic of bonded liquidity. And James knows I love to use Baby Dragon X as the example. They did over 100x. And why? Because of bonded liquidity. And so if we can share these success stories with other communities, if you think Pepe is going to do a 10x and you launch a token on Pepe, you by default absorb that 10x. And then if people jump in your token, it could do even more, a 20x. And so that's really the magic that we want to show other communities, existing communities, the power of bonded liquidity. So getting your token listed on our platform is going to allow for, is infinite tokens to be launched on top of that. And what is the hook there? We're adding liquidity to that token. So we're increasing your liquidity of your community. We're having people build on top of it. So it's additional support. We didn't even get into the leaderboards that kind of gamifies all of this stuff. There's a ton of things that are very beneficial to a community to use our platform 100%. And that's something we will definitely be continuing to talk about. And we'll look at showing this. We're going to get on other people's X spaces and explain to them all these benefits. It's super simple to get on our platform, and then just the sky is the limit on how much that supports these communities. Are there similar projects that exist at the moment? This platform is one of a kind. You're not going to see fair launch. You're not going to see people being able to get into these tokens at the initial price. You don't have to fight. You're not on the platform. You're not seeing a token launch, and you're not having to try to spam your wallet. You're not trying to pay crazy gas fees to make sure your transaction goes through first. You don't have to do any of that. You can just leisurely go on the website and see, oh, this token's got 8 hours left on its launch phase. You can spend 7 hours and 50 minutes doing research, looking at the builder, at all the tokenomics, everything, and then decide, you know what, I do like this, and then participate and get that exact same price that the people got in the first seconds of the mint phase. That does not exist anywhere. And then
every other token launchpad are literally ruggable clones of Pump Fund. All the other token launchpads, they all have bonding curves. They all have creators can rug communities. They can pull liquidity. Like, we did not clone anything for this. We literally designed from the ground up a bonded liquidity full DeFi launchpad. We didn't want to just do a token launchpad. We wanted to do a DeFi launchpad, and we wanted to do a fair launch DeFi launchpad. And there's nothing there. So we literally had to design this from scratch. So there is nothing like this. This is blue ocean. This is brand new. And this is why we do want to roll this out to multiple chains as fast as we can on all the EVM V4 hook chains, because this is novel. It's brand new. And we Weaponhead, you'd mentioned NFTs. There's a couple. We should talk about that a little bit more. We do have NFTs in our phase 2, although If you launch a token, you do get an NFT of that token as the token owner. But I think what you're saying is, how do we support other NFT projects? Let's talk about that. There's definitely ways that we can be creative with that. Also, with the additional support, if there is a buy and burn, if it's a hybrid NFT, there might be ways. Like for instance, one of the things we can do for AwesomeX is you're gonna be able to stake your hybrid NFT in AwesomeX, the AwesomeX hybrids, and you'll be able to earn ETH and AwesomeX rewards coming soon. But for this, so say I launch a token on BuilDeFi, and in additional support, I would send a portion of that ETH to the staking contract for the AwesomeX hybrid stakers. So we will be able to utilize some of those benefits to other communities, but if there's something specific, we should definitely talk about it. Pulse chain is still not compatible. It's not. There's no V4 hooks at the moment.
Yeah, I looked into it in a couple different ways. So basically, Uniswap has made a decision on these first 12 chains. Those are the first 12, and there doesn't seem to be much information about other chains, even if they apply, if they pay money. It doesn't seem like there's many avenues for other V4, but there's 12. There's lots and lots of room to expand. So we can't speak on behalf of Pulse Chain, but we can say that they're not currently on.
But you know, I think someone could launch a DEX, like for instance, PancakeSwap is different than Uniswap, but they have V4 hooks now. So
that would mean our platform would have to work with that one.
We'd have to make it work for that. But I'm just saying, like, if V4 hooks got onto a Pulse chain somehow, and if someone decided to launch a V4 hook DEX over there, we could make it work. Which, that might also be in phase 3 of what we're doing. But at the moment, we're just choosing the ones where Uniswap's already there.
And again, all the tokens that launch are immutable, but as a platform, we have a ton of ideas. We're not going to just launch this and walk away. We have so much more we want to do, but we didn't want to be in development for 2 years. So we had to cut it off at a certain point. These are the features that we want at launch. But as soon as we do launch, we will be working on upgrades, additional features, additional chains, all of those things we're very interested in, but we do want to just get this out there and working and people playing with it. So we did have to draw the line on all of the features that we want to include. And for sure, NFTs, an NFT launchpad, hybrid NFTs, absolutely, we're interested in doing stuff like that.
So my favorite wine has finished its 28-minute fair launch. So now it's a publicly callable function. Anybody who happens to be connected could close it, but I'll just close it up.
Well, thanks guys for tuning in. I mean, this is a fun. I'm really excited that we were able to share. We've been chomping at the bit to share this with you guys for months now, but I'm really excited that we're actually here, able to get public testnet open, and see how you guys like it. I mean, yes. I've already on the other one, we've already launched like probably 30-40 tokens each on the previous testnet that we were testing internally. Now it's all got reset. So there's we need all you guys to start launching a ton of tokens and help us push this protocol to really get it tested.
And there's still a dozen other things to talk about, but we would be on stream for hours. So I think this was a good overview.
Good place to close it up.
Yeah, but there's so much more that we want to go into and talk about for another day. Absolutely. We will be on streams every week, multiple times a week, possibly.
Yeah, different times a day. Yeah, we'll see. Because we'll be streaming so much, we'll get to see when the most people join. Because at this time, it's it was 10 p.m. in Asia, in my part of Asia, and then it was around 5 or 6 p.m. in EMEA, and then it was around 11 a.m. or so on the East Coast of USA. So we'll see when the most people tune in, and then we will continue to do streams and streams and streams. VCs, ad hoc, Google Meets, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Cool.
We gotta do more. We gotta do more, guys. We're gonna do a lot more streams, but
Sure thing.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, and we will definitely be available. I'm always on Telegram. Please give BuilDeFi on X a follow. Please join our Telegram. Just support us. And that's where, if you want to stay up to date on anything, that's absolutely where we're going to be on X and Telegram.
Yeah, and also we'll be posting our YouTube as well. And we'll be putting clips up there and clips on our Twitter at the same time.
We sure will. Now, keep in mind, YouTube is brand new, and it kicked out a message that I didn't like the look of. So we may be in a cool down period on our YouTube channel. I'm not sure, but rest assured it will be up. And of course the X account is up and rolling, and we do appreciate your interest. We hope that you love DeFi as much as us. We love it so much we had to build something for others to join this movement. People talk about, DeFi 3, DeFi 4. We want to be on the cutting edge because you have great ideas that, cost a lot of money to build, but now it doesn't. Now you can do it fast and low cost or free. So welcome to the future.
Hey, Rich, how are you feeling? We didn't hear from you much on this stream, but how's it going?
It's going great. I was busy launching the tokens while you guys were talking. I'm not the orator. You guys are, so I like sitting in the background. I'm the peanut gallery. When you need something, I might chime in.
You're the peanut gallery that gets thousands and thousands of views on X, though. One of those recent posts, what did it max out at? 6,000 views? 5,000 or 6,000 views? That was incredible.
I think it was over 7.
Over 7?
Yeah.
Man.
It wasn't me. I don't know what happened there.
It was a well-constructed post. I mean, had a lot of good points in there. And then Jake replied. Jake got 3,000 or 4,000 on his own, but you were the leader. It was your post. So well done.
Maybe we can tag that post with this BuilDeFi and
absolutely
tag along with all those views.
What I was hoping was you could create a new post that will also get 7,000 views for BuilDeFi. Take some of that magic, spread some of that rich magic around.
Awesome.
Well, thanks, everyone.
We got a great team. We have a great community. We really do appreciate everybody here, and we're really excited about this. I'm excited to launch things that are going to benefit AwesomeX, and I know that each one of us are excited to be able to launch projects that benefit different protocols within the TitanX ecosystem and other communities as well. So,
absolutely. I was just thinking, logistically, how do we end the stream? Because doesn't Smooth have to end it?
Yeah, I can end it.
Oh, good, you're there. Dude, Smooth was burning the candle at both ends, so I didn't know if you were available. Okay.
Well,
thanks
that's
again,
all
everyone.
I got. Yep. So y'all have a good one, and we'll be around.
peace.
See you guys.
Bye now.